I'm like recording this for the third time. It's because I don't really know if am I doing something wrong if I'm like kind of reciting what someone says, not like exactly, but uh, talking about what someone has said and being like, whoa, like this is actually like a game changer. I don't think it is. If I am doing something wrong, then I feel bad. But I'm gonna talk about it anyways and suffer the consequences later because the only way that you can learn anything in life is by learning by example. The topic of today's discussion, unrelated to what I just said, completely different context. So, uh, I started thinking about this like a few weeks ago because I saw a great video uploaded by Ash Callaghan on YouTube, and the video is titled "Discussing Menswear as a Woman." The video is linked below in a channel. Check it out. Great video, great channel. Really charming girl. And the content in the video is essentially like don't look at trends for your fashion advice. Look at like examples of like artists or other people who dress fashionably, know how to dress, but they're not the people saying like you gotta buy like these are the top 5 jackets that you gotta buy. Number 1, Gucci. Number 2, Balenciaga. You know, um, you know, my oversized puffer jacket and my big chain. You know, my ice on my wrist and whatever, all this sort of like grills. Can't be fashionable if you don't have grills. That's why I look so horrible. It's because I don't have them grills. I gotta like have diamonds on my teeth. So she suggests looking at like artists or architects or people that are fashionable people, uh, because they're artistic people, right? Because in a sense, fashion is an artistic um, discipline, hobby, whatever you want to call it. So I started thinking about this. Like, I started looking up artist house tours because that's what she suggested. I came across architect house tours. And what's interesting is there's a lot of people that look like me, and there's a lot of people that wear the sort of stuff that I like, you know, and they don't dress super crazy either. Like, they're not trying to, like, the fashion isn't the goal. They're dressing nice because they're on video and they want to look presentable and nice, and look themselves. But the focus is the house, right? The house is the one that's kind of crazy, and it's like, all of these houses are fucking insane. But their fashion is not insane. It's pretty normal, but it looks great. And that's what's really important, in my opinion. Another great YouTube channel, on a very similar note, Charisma on Command is a fantastic channel because he does a similar thing where he teaches how to speak or how to act in a charismatic way, and he uses actors as examples of this. So, for example, he'll have a video of some topic, and the whole video he's using a lot of interviews, like footage from interviews, like on Saturday Night Live or whatever, uh, and analyzing how these people act, how these celebrities act. Because these people, it is their job to act in a certain way, and they know how to give a certain impression by acting in a certain way. And not to mention, like, I think to be a celebrity actor, you have to be like a charming, likable person, like like even if you're gonna play like a character that people hate, like you're gonna, like, it's your job to play like the absolute worst scumbag on this TV show. That person who plays the scumbag is always like, for some reason, they're always like the most humble, like kind people. You know, like it happens time and time again. They're like, I love I mean, like Keanu Reeves hasn't really played any scumbag characters, but you know, like I love Keanu Reeves. He's such a nice guy, you know, and he's played like John Wick and shit, you know, whatever. Or Christian Bale, you know. Though Patrick Bateman is an absolute G, perfect example of the perfect man. If you should learn from example, you should learn from Patrick Bateman and the Joker, because these are the perfect men, most masculine men. You can learn a lot from these actors, seeing the way that they speak, seeing the way that like their vibe is or whatever it might be, because these people are the experts in it, and you might relate to some people more than others. So if you're learning how to be more true to yourself and express yourself verbally, charismatically, these are great examples. You know, look at the experts, right? And learn. The key is you're learning from example. You're not learning from someone who's just telling you this is how you should act. You know, like top 10 ways to make her like you. Number 1, reject her. Number 2, have options. Number 3, the push and pull method. You know, all this sort of like bullshit, like fucking, like give a backhanded compliment. That's how you impress someone, is you give a backhanded compliment. Right. Learn from example. Learn from the people that do it best. Look at people and see how they do their thing. You know, the experts and the genuine people, like the people that aren't like actors aren't trying to sell you charisma advice, you know, life advice, whatever it might be. They're not trying to sell you like how to be charming. They're selling you a movie. Completely different product. So they're not doing it for that perspective. Same way with your architects. You know, they're not trying to sell you fashion advice, right? It just so happens that they're very, very good at dressing well. Actors are very, very good at. I can't find a good way of saying it. Just being charismatic, which is a skill in itself. Tell me. I'm trying to think of other examples. These are two great examples that I've thought of. I don't know how far this concept applies beyond fashion and like how to hold yourself. But yeah, I'm curious. Uh, Drop a comment below if you have other examples. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.